Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Bro, I've never streamed on YouTube before. This is weird. I've never streamed on YouTube. I can hear myself. Okay, well, I'm gonna be streaming this. I don't know if anyone's gonna join. I just wanted to do a little breakdown. I thought it would be a good idea to do this live because if anyone comes in the stream, then we will have some engagement. Everything looks good. I don't. Okay, everything looks good.
We're here. We made it. I made it. I cannot believe it. Welcome to something that we like to call the boardroom. I'm Cuz Perry, one of the creative directors on the game, and I've been here since forever. I'm so stoked to be here and finally be able to share some exciting updates and information. We've been teasing you for a couple of years. I think now we can share a little bit more, and we've got some great people to help us. We're going to talk a little about how we got here, where we're going with the vision, and then talk a little bit more about the details, and then switch gears to talk about how you can get involved, yes you, and play the game eventually coming up quick. Yeah, that's a lot to cover, so let's jump right into it. I've got some awesome team members. I'm gonna ask them to introduce themselves, what they do, and also why they're stoked to be here. Isabel, Dan, Brandon, who are you? Because I don't know, obviously, because I said Dan and Isabel. And tell us what you do on Skate and what your favorite thing about working on Skate.
Hi everyone, my name is Isabelle.
Okay, we should probably just jump to the where they start talking about stuff.
We're gonna get the screws from and things, boarding, physics, all the stuff that made first Skate.
Obviously, they've stated many times this is a pre-alpha. They heavily say that it's pre-alpha, and I mean it looks pre-alpha. I mean, look, nothing's textured. They just have the bare bone basics: boards, clothing, people,
Stuff that
and
made first skates.
I will say though, the physics,
Fun with physics, all the stuff that made first skates.
it's already
fun,
looking
and we
good,
wanna
but
continue
it
to do
looks
So we have a lot of
it looks like Skater XL. Like if you touch anything in Skater XL, you will
skates,
disintegrate.
fun, and we want to continue doing it. So we have a with physics, all
Oh
the
my
stuff
God.
that made first skates.
Hollomy is going to be amazing for this. You
fun,
can already
and we wanna
tell. I
continue.
mean, look, bro, he's on top of a pillar jumping into rings. Hollomy has always been something in Skate, but they haven't said anything about it for
We
this
have a lot of new
version,
features that are going to get a lot
which
of
makes
new
me
people
scared, but
stoked
there's
on
no
it.
way that it's
And
not in the
hey,
game.
this is the big news. Drum roll. Where is it going to take place? San Amsterdam. That's right.
San
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam.
It's a
Everyone
whole
loves
new
San
city,
Amsterdam.
Whole new city. But I like to kind of think of it as a sister city to our old beloved San Vanalona. Okay, I've been fire hosing you a bit. So
Amazing,
it's time
man.
to kick it on over to Dan and tell us about Full Circle, our studio making it.
Yeah,
Izzy's head's in the way. Oh, hey, Dan.
appreciate it. Yeah, like Cuz said, you know, things definitely moved fast after we were greenlit for this project, and it didn't take long before Full Circle was formed and Skate was in full swing. So we're pretty pumped.
Sounds incredible. Can you tell us a little more about it?
Yeah, you know, Full Circle is a little bit different than a lot
I
of
love
studios.
that
We were
actually. He
born
sounds so
during the pandemic, right? So
scripted.
the
him,
studio's
though. He's
mostly
great.
remote with people all over North America, in Vancouver, in Montreal, Seattle, Orlando, LA, all over.
There's
the
so many
place.
there's so much stuff
you
in
know,
the
really
background.
coming
We got the
together to
new
build this
skateboard,
awesome
which
product.
the
cool
dime
thing
board,
is that we
which
have a
looks
lot of people
amazing. We have the
from
Skate
original
1
skate team, like
copy,
Cuz and others,
and that
and we have a
controller,
whole
the
new
new skate
generation of
controller
people
looks
that are,
great.
you know, bringing fresh new ideas and
And then we got
perspectives to the
this board.
franchise. And our mission is to create an
The fully rendered
authentic
version,
evolution.
while there aren't that many shots, and there's still people in the background, like, these people are, like, they look like the alpha versions.
of the skate.
So it shows that they're still working, but this looks amazing. Like, I'm not gonna
ideas and
lie.
perspectives to the franchise.
It looks like a modern game. it looks modern, but it has the old skate look to it, if that makes any sense. Which I like. They're not diverting from what we know.
Authentic evolution of the skate franchise that can be
and then there's
enjoyed
parkour
by all players for years to come. To do that, we're embracing and building
the
on
parkour
everything our
element
community found
looks
special about the
great.
previous games, and
You get a spinning rail.
giving us
When I made a video on this, I kind of skipped over all this just because it's so much. And all of it is mainly stuff that's already been talked about. Cross progression, custom grip tape, realistic, unrealistic, grind combos, realistic audio would be neat. Like if I'm cruising in an underpass, I want to hear traffic above me. Yeah, that's probably a given. Dynamic audio. You go in a building, outside muffles. You go in a tunnel, everything's echoey. Integrated system for hippie flips.
feedback.
Explorability. Yep, want to make it open world. Subtle animations like Bale Skate 3, your character runs off a ledge.
Back on day to day.
Yeah.
So, Skate 4.
Nope. Okay, there are the bottles and everything at me now. No, it's not Skate 4. And here's the reason. This isn't a sequel.
It's
a
not
remake,
Skate 4.
It's not a reboot, a prequel. It's not any of that. It's not a remake, a remaster, whatever you can do. This is it. It's Skate. We're in it for the long haul. That means we're not an iterative title. There won't be a Skate 5 through 10.
Good.
We won't be pumping them out.
That's
all the time.
honestly
We're
good
gonna do
because
this.
they're focusing on one game, and that's what people don't understand. Like, everyone's mad at the free-to-play aspect, but if it's free-to-play, they can keep expanding upon the already established game. Instead of, releasing a Skate 5, Skate 6, like you said, all that. And that's not what people want. That's not a game
Listen
for
to
the
what you
community.
guys
That's
say over
just
the
a
course of
money
time
grab,
and put the
and that's
features
not
that
what
you
they're
guys
trying to
want.
do.
Okay, and one more time for the people in the back. It's Skate. It's not Skate 4, just Skate.
Skate.
Period. That's why we put a little period after.
That's right. We have the ambition to keep supporting Skate for years to come. From the very inception of Skate, the development team knew we wanted to create something different. Our vision was not a game that you play through and beat, but something that you can regularly come back to and discover
I'm
new
new
things.
to this YouTube streaming thing.
Our dream is that Skate never ends. And in order to do that,
Exactly,
we'll be
Skate
actively
never
supporting
ends.
Skate with new
Do I need
gameplay
to turn on my
elements
I'm
and
gonna turn on my
tweaks,
mic a little.
new content releases
Testing,
and events,
testing.
and lots of seasonal
turn this
drops.
down.
The
This should
launch
be
of
good.
Skate is really just the beginning of what we want to do with this game.
I gotta
Exactly.
stop you. You said launch. When?
Tomorrow.
I'll
Avalanche.
take this one. Maybe not tomorrow, but
Avalanche.
When?
Tomorrow.
yeah, I'll
Tomorrow.
take this one. Maybe not tomorrow,
Oh.
but it might
When
be a
it's
little cliche,
ready.
but when it's
Too many
ready.
games nowadays are
Um,
rushed
and
and
we
put
really
out
mean that, right?
before they're finished, or
the
they're
team's
given
gonna
these
talk more about our
unrealistic
approach.
dates. Like, oh, Skate's coming out next year. It's like, oh, then they're being rushed and they can't put
to
everything
development
into the
in a little
game.
bit. Like I said, we really wanted to get as much feedback from our players as possible. We
Exactly.
wanted to
It's
feel
community.
good,
It's about
and
the
when
community.
experience is just right. That's when we'll officially launch it.
We
Exactly,
wanted
and
to
that's how it
remove
should be done.
as
That's how
many
other
barriers
games
to
should be
entry
doing
as
it.
possible, so that everyone can play together on day one, regardless of price or platform. So that's why the next Skate game will be a free-to-play title available to gamers around the world.
I think
We believe that
I think free-to-play is a
helps
great
us with
idea.
that.
It
'Cause I was talking to
it introduces so many opportunities for new players, people that don't have as much money and they can't afford the game. But then it brings on microtransactions, and that's where everyone kind of diverges from the like, oh, it's an opportunity to, oh, it's a money grab, when really
with a few
like,
of you guys in the community,
okay,
and everybody's like, oh,
he'll say what
Skate
I'm
1 or
gonna-
Skate 2, and we're like, why
the
not?
point I'm trying to
We can
make.
afford it. Or he was on PlayStation.
Exactly.
They were on Xbox, and I was like, okay. So we want the whole world to fall in love with what we love: skateboarding, the culture, and the game.
Yeah, and to build off of that, we really want folks to get the most value out of their playing experience as possible and be able to play on their favorite platforms the way that they like to play. And so Skate will be full cross-play and cross-progression.
Cross-progression,
across next-gen,
yes.
next-gen, and PC. And we'll take it even further, and as we're continuing down this road and do the same thing with mobile, right? We want cross-play,
mobile. Okay,
cross-progression on
okay.
mobile.
This is a part I skipped over a little. Let me Go
this
back.
road and do the same thing with mobile, right? We want cross-play and cross-progression on mobile.
Okay, some people made some really good points. I don't know how mobile is going to work, and some people brought up that there could be a one tap does all thing for mobile, like you do a click for a kickflip, something like that. And that would be overpowered, especially if there's crossplay with mobile and anything, mobile and PC, mobile and console. Like, someone said there could just be a trick line button, and that, yeah, that's completely realistic. So they're gonna have to implement something if they're going to do mobile, which allows it to be fair. Mobile, what's up, Jason? Mobile does have controller support. I mean, I think all new iPhones and all new Androids you can connect your controller to, which they could force controller, but I don't think they're gonna do that. So mobile is a grayish area right now. What's up, Jason? How do you feel about what's been said? You hyped?
Pretty early on mobile, but we want to get the controls and everything to feel
exactly.
Great.
And that's definitely something they're gonna have to work on and playtest and work on, like really work on.
And that's gonna be awesome.
So mobile, I don't know about mobile.
We called it our no barriers approach and really opening up the city.
It's been alright.
That's all great,
nice,
but you guys probably know what I'm about to ask you. Will there be microtransactions in the game?
Oh,
yes.
No.
We knew that to support a never-ending, ever-evolving, free-to-play world of Skate, we'd have to look into different models of the game itself, which means that there will be microtransactions. And we know that this is a sensitive subject.
Everyone is mad. Literally everyone. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people.
The first one is that Skate is not pay to win.
Great. That's already a great step.
Of gameplay or the map that you have to pay.
Okay, good. This is good. The map is completely free. No paywalls to get around. And that's something that Skate 1, 2, and 3 didn't have because they weren't really open world, but that wasn't by choice. You know, you only had so much hardware accessibility that you couldn't really have DLCs and make their own mod. Yeah? That's a good idea. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, back then you couldn't really do an open map, so, and pay DLC was like a common and everything, like Call of Duty had it, like everything had it. You bought a $5 DLC, you got a new map. But nowadays, you know, that's not really the thing. It's open world, free to play, and that's good. It's good that there's a thing like that. No loot boxes. Okay. They bring up Apex Legends later in this and compare Skate to Apex Legends, and that, I don't like that at all. Apex Legends is so expensive. You pay, like, my friend has paid so much money. Oh, my Discord's going off. My friend has paid so much money for heirlooms and stuff, and if they do, if there's something similar to that, that's a no-go.
Gameplay
No-go.
Advantages that you can pay for as well.
And loot boxes, I mean, they say no loot boxes, but that could also be like a battle pass system or something related to that. And
that you get some watered down Skate either. This is gonna be
gameplay advantages, yeah, there's obviously not going to be that.
Game for the fans.
All makes sense, but I have to say, still a little.
Just like Skitter or something, you go on the menu, you see mods made by. Exactly, and if it's if the new Skate's on Steam, they could do like a Steam mod thing, kind of how like other games have. The only game I can really relate that to is Black Ops 3. Like, you can go on and download maps and stuff, and like mods, and if they did stuff like that, like you could be a big skater, like get like flying around, I don't know, just stuff like that. Yeah, that would be great. It would really expand the community.
And, I think that's understandable. You know, when we were looking at this model, we looked at versions of it out there that we liked and those we didn't. And we are still continuing to explore different options, but we are taking inspiration from games like Apex Legends or
Apex
other
Legends.
popular titles that are free to play, where, you know, spending money is totally optional and it's mostly about cosmetics and convenience.
It's completely optional, but it's completely irrational. It's completely expensive and not Sorry, I got the text. It's expensive. Apex Legends is expensive,
With
and
such
yeah.
model, we'll be able to keep the community united between the players who decide to spend and those
Why
who don't.
exactly? Why
And that
Apex?
means that those social
They did say other
connections
things. They said Apex and other games. It's probably like Fortnite.
will be able to keep the community.
Where'd they say it?
And it's totally optional that are inspiration from games like Apex Legends or other popular
Yeah,
titles.
they're probably taking
that are
inspiration from
free-to-play,
Fortnite,
where,
if I'm being
you know,
honest.
spending money is totally optional
One
and
can,
it's mostly
exactly.
for cosmetics and convenience. And
I mean, you can spend that
such
much on
model,
any game, but
we'll
like,
be able to keep the community united between the
like
players who
heirlooms
decide to
are so
spend
expensive.
and those who don't.
Pretty sure they're like
And that means that
not
those
500,
social
like 50
connections,
plus
those
dollars.
friendships
I don't
made
know. I can't
in-game
really
can
comment. I don't play
flourish
Apex.
without splitting our
I just have a
audience.
friend that
Yeah, that was
talks about
something
it.
that we didn't want to repeat from previous skate games, right? Every time someone bought DLC, we were splitting that audience.
Exactly.
into
Yeah.
small-
Yep. Great point. DLC in, I'm not sure about previous skate games, but Skate 3, you had a DLC. Your friend had clothing on, you couldn't even see it. Like, what? That was a dumb decision that they completely could have went around.
smaller and
That's
smaller
good that
groups.
they're
So,
including everyone
now.
now.
Our players can unlock, can enjoy many hours of the game
Yeah.
without spending any money, and they can unlock cosmetics like they.
Can we just
they
take a moment to say that control? Oh, I really want that controller in the back. The controller is so
did
nice.
in the past.
I want it.
And I think that's going to be something that
We got the skate
brings in a
shoes,
whole
we got the
new set of players
skateboard,
that can
skate
make friends and
hat.
play together.
I love their set. Their
What
set's
we believe is that this
amazing.
free-to-play model will allow us to deliver the best game possible for years to come, from launch and years on. And we'll continue to be transparent with it in what we're planning to do and what we're going to ask for feedback, and as we get closer to worldwide launch.
Perfect segue. Like I mentioned a couple times now, feedback.
I want this pause. Hope they add some item pass system. Like a battle pass? Or like,
The
explain.
core of everything that we're doing at Full Circle, and we want to.
Because a
inform
battle
as many
pass,
people and get
I don't
that
know. If it's a
feedback
free battle
integrated.
pass, like everyone
We
gets
can have
it,
people from the team
that
are
could
gonna
be
come and
okay.
talk more about
but the
exactly
only
how
game
it
where I've
works.
seen a free battle pass is like Fall Guys. I'm pretty sure they have a free one. And most other games, obviously, you have to pay like $10 for it, and you get some free items, but the free items are like, they're not even worth it.
We're
It's
gonna
like,
go about
I don't know.
doing that.
Battle Pass would be cool, but another thing someone brought up to me is, let me see what they said. Hold up. A friend brought up that, where did they say it?